Hi guys, so today I'm going to be ranking all the classes I took my first year at the University of Michigan. I am a computer science major in the engineering school, and let's just get into it. As you guys can see here, I have a Google slide because I didn't really feel like making an account on their tier ranking website. But yeah, this was simple for me. Let's just go through my categories so you guys know what my levels are and everything. So the first one is Hail Yeah. I actually have a University of Michigan t-shirt that says Hail Yeah. I wish I'd had that for today. Anyway, that's like the top level, really good. It was a fun class. I learned stuff. Second one, Great No Problem. I don't really know what to name this one. I feel like it's just in the middle of neutral class and like super fun class or good class. Next one, I took the class. So this was like neutral. There's good experiences and bad experiences, and they for the most part just like cancel each other out. And it was a decent class. Next one, not my favorite. So kind of like the Great No Problem. I didn't really know what to name this one, just in between neutral and bad. Final one is Bad Idea, and I actually have one class in particular that I'm thinking about when I name this. So yeah, you guys will see. So those are my levels, and why don't we just get into it. The first one is Math 214, which is linear algebra, and I think I'll put this in the Great No Problem section. It's a good class, I guess. Reason being, it's quite hard, and the stuff that you learn goes past just simple matrices, which was what I thought in the beginning. Like, you do the most complicated, twisted things with the matrices. But yeah, it's really interesting stuff, especially when they start relating it with like computer graphics and things like that. Also, this was my 8 a.m. class. Next one is Chem 130, which is general chemistry. So if you're in the engineering school, you need to take this class. I think I'll put this in the Great No Problem section as well, since it was a fun class. I learned a lot of things, and they had really cool demos. This was a huge lecture hall, 350, 400 people, since, you know, all the engineering students need to take it. Chem 125 is the general chemistry lab, so it goes with the general chemistry Chem 130. I'm gonna put this in the I took the class, since it was okay. The class itself, I think in my class there were like 20 people or so in the lab, and we were all in groups of 2, and no one knew what they were doing. It was really weird, since it would be the instructor telling us something, nobody understanding, and then he says go, and then we all just don't know what to do. So then it'd be like one group at a time goes and asks him, and then tells the entire class how to do like step 1, and then another group goes and asks the instructor, and then they tell the entire class how to do step 2, and so on. The next one is Entrepreneurship 407, which is Entrepreneurship Hour. Honestly, this was my favorite class for semester, so I'm gonna put this in the Hell Yeah category. It was super easy. It's a pass-fail class, and basically every Friday, I think it's 12 to 1, some entrepreneur comes in and they just talk about, you know, something. So it's easy, relaxing, fun. The work was literally just to like answer a question to make sure you were like actually there during the speaker presentation. So it is attendance based. Next one is Engineering 101, which is Introduction to Programming. I'm gonna put this either in Great No Problem or this top. I feel like I should have like a middle section. I guess I'll just put this in the Hell Yeah category. It was a fun class. We did MATLAB the first half of the semester, and then we learned C++ the second half of the semester. So the MATLAB stuff was relatively easy. There are 4 projects total, 2 MATLAB, 2 C++. So it was like pretty smooth. The projects were interesting. There was this whole like concept the class was based on was kind of like colonizing this planet. So we were doing things related to that. So like one of the projects were like to detect radiation or something. So the projects were interesting and they were not too hard. The second half of the semester we did C++, and then the second C++ project was just a big change from like the previous C++ project. So that's like one thing about this class. Between projects 3 and 4, it just like jumps from like level down here to like up there, you know? But other than that, it was a pretty fun class. Now we're getting into second semester, and first class is Physics 140, which is general physics. So just like chemistry, every engineer is required to take this class. So I'm gonna put this in Great No Problem as well, since physics is, honestly, the class was a bit tough. Also, the class was kind of big, but instead of like a lecture hall, it was like desks with like TVs. It was a weird setup, but that basically meant that like only a fourth of the class could see like the stage and learn like the place where the professor was standing. So anytime he did some demos, I like couldn't watch it because I was like always assigned in the back. Like we had assigned seats for this one. This one was also 8 a.m. Okay, guess the light will just be off now. Physics 141 is a general physics lab, same like Chem 125. This one I'm also gonna put in I took the class because just like randomly we're coding in Python in this class for some reason. If you don't know Python, it's like hard to actually do the physics lab. I have a little bit of experience with Python, but then that was also 2 years ago, so I didn't remember too much. And it's like 20 people again, I guess, and there's only one instructor. So we're working in groups again, and then since so many people have questions, there's not enough time for the instructor to like actually go around and answer everybody. So half the time we're just waiting, raising your hand. And they also grade really hard, which is kind of annoying. Engineering 100. So next one. That one is the one that I was specifically thinking about to go in bad idea, since this class was not my favorite at all. So every engineer is required to take Engineering 101 and then Engineering 100. So 101 is the programming and then 100 is like intro to engineering. You're doing like technical communication, writing, that sort of stuff. And then you're also like looking through like the design process. There's different sections for different majors. So there's like a computer science one, a chemical engineering one, there's a mechanical engineering one, and so on. And by the time that like I could actually sign up, like by the time my registration date came, it was literally the last day. And the only section that was left was like the BME section, the biomedical engineering one. So I took that one, and the professors were nice. The class was okay. The content was like also just like okay. We do these projects, 2 projects, and I don't know, I feel like the direction on the projects, the instructions were not clear at all. It was just really just like, hey, go do something with alternate beats. And I was like, okay. So yeah, that was interesting. And then by the second project, we had like a 3-person group, and literally 2 people in my group didn't do anything. So that literally left me to do the entire project. And that was like during the end of the year, finals time. It was just hard. That was Engineering 100. So yeah, if you're gonna go to Michigan, I recommend you take the food science section. That's, I heard, is super easy and definitely way better than in the other section. I think this is the last one. Yeah, EECS 280. So this is the programming and intro to data structure. So this is kind of like coding 2. And I'll put this in the topmost category as well, so you guys can tell I'm a CS major. They had really good projects. Like I think there were 5 total. And they were just really interesting. The first one was like a statistical analysis one. The second one was resizing images based on like the energy of each pixel. So you like calculate things using the matrices of like the red, green, and blue values. And then it like cut down the image to like still keep like the most important parts of the picture, if that makes sense. We also had this machine learning project, which was super fun. Basically, it looks at a post and it tells you the topic. So here's my final layout of my classes. And yeah, I might have gone a little fast, but I didn't want to, you know, go too slow and kind of make it boring or anything like that. But yeah, so that's my layout. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, whatever you guys feel like doing. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!